أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وسهل مخرجهم واشرنا معهم وارزقنا شفاعتهم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين المنتجبين المنتقبين، لا سيما بعد. أما بعد فقد قال بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الدين عند الله الإسلام. In our episode, resuming after quite a good time, we are continuing our previous episode subject entitled Shia'sm, the natural outcome of Islam, and in that we were on the discussions for the meaning of La'an, the curse, which has been very wrongly understood by one and mostly all. La'an is nothing, as we have discussed before, is the prayer for Allah'ajl that remove and keep away your mercy from such and such person, from such and such sins and crimes. But in fact, in a total system of Islam, La'an is part of completing deen. As we know, in the biological sciences or in the medical sciences, we have two types of systems in the reactions: the anabolic and the catabolic. Anabolic are constructive, catabolic are destructive. A balance between them keeps a species healthy. So is the case with Islam. In Islam, the anabolic, the constructive, the positive in praying for mercy is Salawat and La'an Muhammad wa Aale Muhammad. That we wish and we desire by reminding mercy on Ahlul Bayt. What we inculcate in us are the characters, the lifestyle, the life pattern which Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam had, so that there will be a reminder in our mind, in our psyche to develop ours. So also we find in course of La'an, when we say La'an, usually people take us that we are doing La'an for persons who are outside our body or things in species outside us. But in fact, La'an is one that reverberates, that cleans our inner first before cleaning the outside world. What is by cleaning the inner world? When we say La'an, we say there's mercy of God be not with so and so person. It means those characters, the reason for which we have been saying La'an, let them first not be in us. And our soul, our mind should be cleansed and neat from all those ill practices, any sinful or evil enticing acts. So Salawat inculcates in us the living pattern of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam in us, and La'an inculcates the habits of those that are worthy of any punishments. Let them be removed from us. Let us see, all human beings, we ourselves, we are not free from any errors and sins and any uncleanliness. Maybe we are cleansed by saying Astaghfirullah Rabbi wa atubu ilayh, but between one salat time of Astaghfirullah Rabbi wa atubu ilayh to the next salat time, maybe Satan, the evil, have disturbed our sight. So every now and then, frequently, if we go on saying La'an, it means that wherever the prayer is making our psyche stronger towards Allah, there are also equally chances, and as Satan has said, I will misguide the servants, so we cannot forget the enemy. So enemy will try. So to shield the enemy of evil, we need to take full means and measures of protection from sins, ills. So in that, if we say La'an, like La'natullahi al-Kadibin, curse be on liars, or La'natullahi al-Zalimeen, curse be upon the oppressors. It means these characters will never inculcate in us until we are making a reminder in our mind, our hearts, and our soul. So we find that La'an and Salawat makes one complete system of constructive deed on positive lines. So we find that La'an is nothing but it is a conglomeration within a system of Islam. We cannot study Salawat or we cannot study La'an secluding from each other, segregating each other. In fact, in a worldview of Islam, La'an and Salawat are to be viewed under the light of broader spectrum of Islamic teachings, which have come to us through Qoran and Majeed, as interpreted, as made understood to us from Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. So in this way, La'an is the most constructive part of Deen that makes our character, our lifestyle, our pattern, our way of thinking, our psyche on healthy grounds. If all society, if people within the society, if they practice Amar bil Maruf is anabolic, Nahy anil Munkar is catabolic. The offshoot of Amar bil Maruf is Salawat. The offshoot of Nahy anil Munkar is La'an. La'an is not curse. La'an is just a prayer so that those acts, those practices, those sins which cause the mercy of Allah to be away from us, that may not develop in us. That's the best means. There are two means of protection. One is by looking into the positive side as our ideal models, and they are Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. The second is we have to see what models or what figures they have come to counter them, and they caused the destruction of a society. If we look into that, then we will try to be away from them. So at one point, we wish to be with the Ahlul Bayt to develop that character, and on the other, we need to also ward off whatever the evil has come into us. So these two should go hand in glove in a balanced way. If one takes Salawat and if doesn't take La'an, or if one takes only La'an but does not say Salawat, the system is incomplete. It is for this reason that we find Allah'Ajl has guided us on two paths in which we are unique in all religions of the world, and within Islam, all sects of Islam. That is, Allah Azza says, Inna Allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi ya ayyuhallazina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. That is, Allah is doing salawat on Rasulullah and his malaika and telling mu'minin to do salawat. This is the constructive part that has come from Allah's guidance to us that we should do salawat. And then in salawat, no of these sects within Islam and no humankind school of thought attaches its values to that close proximity with the best of the creation of Allah, who are Muhammad and Aale Muhammad. Then, on the same lines, in this, when once it was asked to Abu Ala Maududi that what is the action in which servitude, the servants, we, the servants, are with Allah. In that congregation, one among the mu'minin was there. He said, "This I can answer." He said, it is Salawat. Because Salawat is this thing in which Allah is doing, and along with Allah, Malaika, and we are doing, and we are told to do. So he just asked simply that, "Are you Shia?" He said, "Yes," because the answer was only with the Shia. Let me open another question. The question is that in Salawat, we are with Allah. Allah is doing, we are also doing. But there is also one more verse which says that Allah is cursing. This is Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat number 159, which says that Allah is cursing them. That is before the ayat, before in this ayat, the subject of those who are oppressors, who are liars, trickers, khainin. Then Allah says Allah is cursing them, and to them also those who curse, they are also cursing. It means besides Allah, there are some other who are in the same row, on the same side of Allah, that Allah is cursing, and this group is also cursing. Now, let us be very open and clear, with all reason to apply, without coming any emotional field to work. Let us see in the world of religions, which of the religion, which of the sects is that one which does cursing. For example, our brothers, to whatever extent they are working for very good on the thought process, like Mohammad engineer, Eza Ahmadani, Dr. Sar Ahmad, Tariq Jamil. They say Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu, usually they say radiallahu ta'ala also. They say Khalifa fourth, they say for them he is fourth Khalifa. Then with Muawiyah they again say again Amir. So what is this? This is not a duplicity. Is it not on the lines of, can anyone say that this is on the lines of Allah when he says Salawat and La'an Muhammad Aale Muhammad? It means we should do salawat on them. But what about the other part? The other part says that you have to curse their enemies. What is their enemies? Enemies of the characters which they have, for they who did enemitic to Ahlul Bayt characters. Because Ahlul Bayt are Ma'soom, Ahlul Bayt are the most knowledgeable, Ahlul Bayt are the more honest, sincere. So anyone who is against them, he is against honesty, sincerity, infallibility, knowledge. So if we want to be attached with knowledge, sincerity, honesty in our day-to-day living, in our profession, at our workplace, in our home, then we need to be attached with Muhammad Aale Muhammad, as well as we need to keep ourselves sealed and covered from any ills to take place, to make a reminder in us, in our psyche, in our mind, a process in which we should be warded off and we should go away from those who have these characters. So in this way, the Salawat and La'an are a part and parcel of the overall global view of Islam. With this, we end our present episode. Inshallah, we will start from hereafter, build on this structure of thought of Salawat and La'an. Hope to see you again. Till then, fi amanillah, fi zillah, and